Welcome back in. This is the High School Fan Zone on a Wednesday night. I am Randy Rosetta. You're on 100.7 The Score. I just said we were wrapping up for the week. I did that once last year and actually tried to cut Joe Sexton off like before we came back for a segment. So I got to start paying attention a little bit better, but you start to get older and that happens. So I'm going to test you, Mike Moffitt.
Oh, boy, already.
Lubbock High and Coronado play football Friday.
Yep.
When's the last time Lubbock High beat Coronado in football?
Oh, it's got to be. Give me 84. Give me 84.
That was really close.
What do you got?
How old were you in 1986?
First grade.
Oh, man. I said to Juan Rodriguez earlier, I was like, yeah, I was a freshman in college. And he said something about he was a freshman in high school. So
there it is.
Westerners, and
all right, it's been a minute.
I'm not rooting for either team. I've got a daughter who's a senior at Lubbock High. I will be out on the field for pregame. I'm not rooting. Coronado fans, I promise I'm not rooting. But Lubbock High needs to, at some point, they need to end that streak. That's too long.
Go Westerners.
Go Pirates. Go Pirates.
I'll say it.
So we do. We have a proud Lubbock High graduate who's now a proud Lubbock Cooper volleyball coach, and he's got a dang good reason to be proud. We're going to talk about that why in a minute. Introduce your two girls for folks listening on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got senior right side hitter Haley McCallick, and I've got sophomore libero DS Clara Pesterfield.
And the way you described her, I've kept thinking that's Lydia 2.0. And you probably don't like that. My daughter that's getting ready to graduate is a younger sister, so I totally understand. I will not call you Lydia 2.0.
No, it's fine. I look up to my sister a lot, so that's perfect. I think that's perfect.
I got to know your sister very well. She came on here in softball, and there's like 5 kids that have done this the last year and few months that I could have just turned my mic off and let them take it, and your sister was one of them.
Oh, I'm sure. She's a talker for sure.
Yes, she is. And I'm not going to ask where that comes from because I don't want to get you in trouble. She's in Norman, right?
Yes, sir.
So she's getting to watch the Elia Chavez show up close and personal.
Yeah.
Does she see Kobe McKenzie once in a while, too?
Yes, sir.
Mike, you were not here when Kobe was here. Did you ever see him from afar?
A little bit, because we're keeping track of obviously some of the Amarillo High guys that were going on to the next level too. So
Kobe was there's some
impressive ones.
Yes. These two girls in between you and I are two of your impressive players. I got a little bit of background on you guys tonight.
Oh gosh.
There's a guy that used to be a sports writer in Wichita Falls. He wanted to go see you play. He wanted to go see Wichita Falls Memorial play. Mm-hmm. He teaches there. So you didn't tell me this. I know you were down 0-2, came back. You didn't tell me you were down to your last point twice.
Yeah, we had to face off a couple of match points for sure. Like we were in trouble.
And he said
had to fight our way through.
One of them landed just a few inches from going out of bounds or staying in bounds.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, it was as close as you can get to it, and it was one of our things. Our girls just got together and, hey, stand up and fight, stand up and fight, stand up and fight, and so there was no quit in them, and they knew. And so that was in set 4. Set 3 we looked really good. So set 4 they had a couple match points on us, and it was one of those things like we get it to 5, like we're going to be okay. So we definitely felt good about it. But yeah, we're as back against the wall as you can get.
I know if I ask you if you've ever been involved in a match through your years with you two, have you ever been in a match where you're just fighting and clawing like that and things are that close to ending and you had to find a way, or was that a first for you?
It's definitely not a first for me, at least, because like club volleyball, like you see it a lot, especially playing like harder teams, and then especially in school ball during tournament season. And so it just kind of hits home where like you have to stand up and fight. Like I don't want it to be the end kind of thing. Because
you're a senior.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And not to just argue. I'm not arguing with you, but to me, and I'm club ball. You want me to go ahead and say it? We're with the godfather of club volleyball over there. I know club volleyball is a huge deal, but there's something different between playing in the summer and playing with that
yes,
Lubbock Cooper or whoever across your chest.
Yes, sir. It was very like bittersweet because it kind of hit home like it might be the last time I'm ever in a Lubbock Cooper volleyball jersey, and I didn't want to go out that way.
And you've watched big sister go through that in a couple different sports.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think my really first tooth and nail fought game was our Coronado game at Coronado.
Both of them, right? Both matches went 5.
It's just we as a team just want others in our team to succeed. We want our seniors to continue playing. We want the program just to grow and just fighting through every point, every match point. We just come together and just fight till the end, in every game.
It's cool to hear you say that because Mom was a Lubbock Cooper coach at one point. So she's got a vested interest now, obviously, but she helped build what this is. Mike, how long have you known her? Because you know every other coach.
Forever. Definitely forever. It was one of those things. Coach Pesterfield and Coach Gunsett and I all kind of came through similar paths and touched in Estacado, and then, flirted with admin or went into admin, and then same deal came through Lubbock Cooper. So we did those all in different orders from each other, but we've kind of walked a lot of the same paths.
And we never got a chance to talk about this on radio last year. Coach Tammy Gunsett, she passed away. What you guys did when you played Friendship at home last year was incredibly cool. And Lydia, you talk about it because your mom, I know she and Coach and the other coaches got involved, but talk about what you guys did before the match when Friendship played there last year. You remember?
Yes, we did the Tammy Gunsett serve. I just remember wanting to win for Tammy and just Cooper because Tammy loved Cooper, man. And we love Cooper and we just want to be like Tammy somehow.
And the backstory there is Amy Mangum, Friendship coach, loved Tammy. And you had her do the serve, and Amy's very even-keeled, and she lost it. I don't think she'll mind if I say that. She got very emotional. I thought that's what, I've said this 3 times tonight, that's what high school sports are supposed to be about, is that emotion and kind of kinship. So
well, that's the same. Who was it this year?
It was my mom. My mom did the Tammy Gunsett serve.
There we go. Coming up on our first break, we'll be back to talk more Lubbock Cooper volleyball because they've got some business to tend to tomorrow after this break on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the latest news from Lubbock Cooper Athletics. This is the Pirate Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back into the High School Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score. I didn't present it very well. Lubbock Cooper beat Wichita Falls Memorial in the by-district round. We're down 0-2, came back and won 3-2, then just went and kind of handled business against El Paso Burgess. Mike heard me talk to the other 2 girls. Mike, you're a basketball fan too. That's like the NCAA tournament. There's always one game, like Texas Tech almost beat Florida last year. When Florida finds a way and wins a national championship, it's always that one game that a team has to kind of find something inside them and survive. Did you feel like that's what your girls did against Wichita Falls Memorial?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where you want to be tested and you want to have your back against the wall sometimes, and if you can get that out early in the season, like Haley was talking about, you do that in tournament season and you do things like that and put them in those pressure situations on purpose. And then same thing, like we can easily look up at any given point and go, hey, remember round 1, we were in this tough spot, we were able to battle back. It's something that they've done before, so they know they can do it again.
You want to see Coach get mad at me here, Haley? Lubbock Cooper did that 2 years ago, when they beat Amarillo High in the 3rd round. And the guy coaching Amarillo High was Mike Moffitt, but that's exactly what you're talking about. They couldn't figure out how to beat you guys, and then did, and all of a sudden, now the program is where you've continued to build it up. Haley, what did you guys do so well against El Paso Burgess, or was it just a matter of kind of exhaling and understanding, okay, now we know what we're doing?
It was kind of like exhaling and understanding what we were doing, and then it was also like we had our coaches do a full scout for us, so we went off the scout and we played hard, and we just really competed. We stayed aggressive, but we really had a lot of fun with El Paso Burgess. So,
name those coaches. You let Coach name, or you can.
Coach Moffitt. Sorry, Coach Moffitt, Coach Wood, and then Coach Miller, who coached JV.
Yep, and Coach knows I've got a pretty fond connection to Coach Miller.
Yes, sir.
I've known her a long time. So you guys took care of business. Pass it to her. She is a little different from her sister because she was just
Yes.
You don't want to. You won pretty easily the other night. Now you have to kind of turn those emotions around and understand it's not going to be that easy because it's Grapevine, 5 p.m. tomorrow, back at Wichita Falls Memorial. This is very similar, Mike, to the path last year. It was Azle last year. This is a Grapevine team that Coach and I exchanged messages. They're in a very good district like you guys. They finished 4th, but that's a little bit deceiving. They're going to give you guys everything you want, and you need to make sure that you're locked in. What's it been like these last, I guess, not even a couple of days, this one day to get ready for them?
I think we've really locked in during practice. Like Coach Moffitt says, every trip that we go on is a business trip, and we're there to take care of business. And we did that in Burgess, so I think we just have to have that mindset against Grapevine and just, again, go off of the great scouts that our coaches give us and work as a team to fight and win.
Mike, how ready does your district get you for this time of year?
Oh, unbelievably. We can go through, they're talking about those full scouts. I mean, depending on the opponent and how much we want the kids to know or get accustomed to dealing with, they're getting full, Big 12 D1 caliber scouting reports. They know what's coming, and then you just highlight certain things. And the way we've been able to work in our district, and then especially outside of our district too, for that first round, we're able to run our same defense as we did in round 1, and we're able to, kind of key on certain players like we did with our second Coronado match, and going into something like an Amarillo High. The last one at Amarillo High was a little bit of a bummer. We stood up and fought. We did a great job. We played really well, but we were also missing our kill leader, which is sitting right here with us. Haley McCallick got up there and was we went through the trip and we went through warm-ups and we're Haley's sick, man. I'm looking right at her. She's a no-go. So it's one of those things. So we missed out on that, and we still performed really, really well and got a lot of momentum out of that kind of thing. But we're able to run some of those same scouts. You don't play, for us, we don't play every team exactly the same, but this matchup is very similar to our first round matchup, which is very similar to some of the other things that we see in district.
Clara, the onus is on you as one of the younger players. You got to get beat Amarillo High for coach here pretty quick.
We'll try.
Put it on the schedule.
Yes,
somewhere,
we'll put it next year. How about that?
There we go.
Next year sounds really good.
Play them at least twice. You can get 2 of them.
Absolutely.
Got one more break, and we'll come back and talk more Lubbock Cooper volleyball. They've got a match tomorrow afternoon in Wichita Falls. We'll talk about that and some other stuff when we come back after this break on 100.7 The Score.
Breaking down Lubbock Cooper sports. This is the Pirate Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back in. This is the High School Fan Zone on a Wednesday night. And I do promise this is the last segment of this one. I tried to shut us down a little bit earlier. Joe Sexton, if you're listening, I did it again. So you're not unique anymore. I mentioned that Lubbock Cooper is still alive in the playoffs. They are the lone UIL team standing out of the Hub City, but 3 teams in the TAPS playoffs are still alive. One plays Friday. That is All Saints. Who's All Saints coach, Mike?
Oh, Jennifer Lynn.
Did you used to pick
Latin?
Did she used to pick on you, or did you pick on her growing up?
Both.
Okay.
Don't ask her. I picked on her real bad.
Okay.
At times.
I could see. Actually, could see the other way around.
Bad stories in there.
Yeah. There we go. She's got a really good team. TAPS 2A. They are in the regional round. Also, they play. I had it called up here.
We had it a second ago.
I know this. They don't play Ovila Christian yet. That's what they're waiting for. That's the team that Levi beat a few years ago for the state championship, and I think your girls would like to see them because that's who knocked them out last year. Or Jen's girls would like to see them. In Class 5A, Trinity Christian is still alive. I don't know if you call it an upset. They beat a really good team in Tyler. Had to drive to Tyler to play a playoff match, and Kingdom Prep had to drive to Longview. They will play Fort Worth All Saints. That is a juggernaut in every sport, but in volleyball, they were the district champion, lost one game in district. I believe they're 27-5, 26-5. That is at 5 p.m. All Saints plays at 5 p.m. in Monday, Texas, which Mike Moffitt's going to show me on a map where that's at. I'll be busy. I won't have to worry about that. So 5 p.m. Saturday at Clyde High School. I know exactly where that's at. That's where Trinity Christian and All Saints play. And earlier that day, Lubbock Christian, the reigning 4A champion in TAPS, plays Plano Coram Dio at 3 p.m. And that's another Mike Moffitt connection. How you told me you and Nina.
Yeah, Nina Miller Watts.
Yep.
She's a good one. Played really good athletic middle coming out of Coronado. We had her on the club side of things, and then at Tech for a little while. Good player.
And she's got a daughter that's two daughters that are really good players.
Yeah, her girls look good. We've seen them all summer. And
I'm going to show you this picture of her younger daughter who's out for the season, unfortunately. But that young lady is all in on what's going on. It was fun to watch her yesterday. Younger sister will understand that she was going just berserk, and her older sister Tess at one point looked over and was like, which I've got two daughters and I've seen that same look. So there's a lot of volleyball still going on. Grapevine, as I mentioned to you guys, comes from a very tough district. They're from the Metroplex. This is kind of long distance rivalry that's built up over the last few years between Grapevine and Lubbock Cooper. What's the scouting report on them?
For us, it's what we've worked on for the 6 or 7 months we've been in off season and like through the season. It's serve tough, pass good, so our hitters can hit. That's all it takes to be the better team. So, I mean, half of our practice is serve and pass.
Yep.
You serve and pass, and we win. So,
Haley, what do you guys need to do? She just said some of it. That's the X's and O's stuff. What's the emotional and from the neck up type stuff?
I think the emotional side, like, we just have to stay put. Just kind of realize, like, this may be our last game, and we hope it's not. Like, we still want to continue fighting and keep being bold and, like, just trusting our teammates, really. But I feel like if we keep having the energy that we've been having for the past few games, that we can play a really good game.
I'm going to flash back to last year, seeing you guys against Hazel. You guys did a lot of things physically well, had a good game plan, but I thought the edge you guys had that night, Mike, was your girls were so intense and everything was a big deal. And that started with another young lady you know a little bit, Bird Moffitt. That's not stuff you necessarily coach. That's got to, like she said, it's got to come from inside high school kids.
Yeah, for sure. And there's some of those, but then it's being able to put that on different stages, and then also like we definitely encourage it in pressure situations in practice. I mean, we try to put the kids in the toughest situations that we can put them in, and everything stops, and it's everybody's looking at you to make this one play and stuff like that. But yeah, like you got people. We've got a group like that again that wants to go and be bold and play hard and not flinch when something doesn't go their way, and just answer the bell to the next point and things like that. So that's where we're at right now with this group, and overall it's the same as the first round. They've got some really nice athletes. Like, we've got to limit some of those and make it where it's one or two of their kids against our whole team.
Yep.
So
West Texas.
That's the plan.
It's the West Texas way. Now I'm sounding a little bit like Mafia. So you guys feed off of that guy to your left, because I love watching him coach. In fact, the guy who's shooting the game for me tomorrow, I said, make sure you get a couple pictures of the coach, because he's very expressive. And he said, and I told him who it was. He goes, oh yeah, I've seen him coach before. 5 p.m. Thursday at Wichita Falls Memorial, Lubbock Cooper against Grapevine in the Class 5A Division II regional round. We are finally done, Kyler. I'm correct? Okay, we are done. We're at the finish line. We'll be back next week to talk high school sports in the High School Fan Zone. I'm Randy Rosetta. This is 100.7 The Score.